We talked to and raised some dead.
Two of the three.
The genuine Urky is safe.
We had a little bit more of a discussion. Learned a little bit more about whispers. Um, and have gotten to understand each other a little bit better. And save some people's lives.
Fought some bears.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Did
Lots
run,
of
spot a bear.
fucked up bear.
Hairless, tusked, eyeless, earless bears.
Yeah, ravage bear. And cleansed a den of them. And saved some people, did some real hero stuff. Excellent. Go ahead and take some inspiration. We are picking up. It is the morning of the 24th of Flame Rule. It is including this day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days from full moon. You have persuaded these folks to come along with you on your journey in the direction of Maras. Whether they end up in Maras or not is not fully determined, but you've made a very good argument and offered them like jobs and potentially housing. So unless they have some desire to get off at any small town along the way, they are effectively with you until you get to a morass or other solutions are brought up to them. Um, the two of them, and feel free to correct me if I have not noted this, how I mentioned it last time. We have Oleron, which is the one you saved from the um, bears. He has a missing leg, but is otherwise alive and well. Is full up on temp HPs. Although I don't know if that's been distributed on this morning. Then we have Aglem, who is one of the ones that have brought back from the dead, and then Lumbar or Lumber, with an LOM, not LUM. Also having been brought back from the dead. On this morning, they are actually they would be fully healed now. But I believe they would still have, was it -3 Ted to all their like stuff. Okay. Yeah, so they're still extremely lethargic and get lightheaded on their legs if they try to give them a stretch. So the three of them, obviously Oleran is in the cart, but the three of them are pretty much in your cart at all times. So you have less space there, meaning you have to walk
I'm gonna
alongside.
decide that I think Rainier, Durham, and Ember don't get temp HP today, and instead our three companions get effectively double their current health in
Okay.
15 temp HP. Because it occurs to me like a hawk could kill them at this point. Like some kind of bird of prey could just swipe down and like gut one of them, and they'd be dead.
In some of their health cases, um, with Olerin rolled well on his health, but
Mhm. We
the
hit the
other
wrong
two,
hit the wrong bump in the road
yeah,
and they
they
die.
got 2 health and 3 health respectively. So this 15 temp HP is like,
Mighty.
yeah, they're gods among commoners right now. Very cool. It is the morning, roughly 9-ish in the morning. You all are gathering your things. Is there anything anybody wishes to like do or accomplish, at the beginning of the day, when you break camp, or do you want to just get moving?
This is the same day that we raced them, correctly?
This is the following day. You made
Oh,
camp
thank
in the
God.
evening.
Yeah, great.
Thank God.
Yeah. Ember had used some resources.
Yeah, everybody gets the long rest.
Oh shit.
If you need to change your spells for those that do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I had actually used both my 5th level spell slots. Shit.
Yep. All
Yeah.
of my thirds. I can unprepare speak with dead.
You mentioned that there was a full moon like within the 10-day.
Correct. That would be the holiday of midsummer.
Right. Which is like the event at Finlanora that we had talked with Rael about a year ago.
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah, that is their like moon festival that they hold there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious because we can't go there right now, so.
Okay. If there's nothing else, then your day of travel begins.
I will actually do one thing real quick. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Prepared for third level slots. Yeah, that's dispel magic and remove. I gotta keep that. So we're just casting this at second level 3 times. Once on everybody. Where is my display in VTT, please? There we go. Cast with spell slot.
Ah,
It's on everybody. I'm using 3 second level spell slots, all of my second level spell slots,
Okay.
to
So
cast 8 on everybody, increasing everybody's hit point maximum and current maximum hit points by 5.
okay, everybody goes up by 5, and then including your 3 resurrected
There
guys.
is. It does not
Yeah.
include.
Oops.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn.
Yeah, the
Well, I
mounts
guess
are
it
fun.
won't include. Yeah, it won't include Basar, and it won't include the. It won't include
Scritches.
Critches. Sorry. And 15.
They're okay.
Actually, you know what I can do?
Their death is
I
less
can-
permanent.
That's fair. I will then go ahead and use my Harness Divine Power twice to get 2 second level spell slots back.
Okay. All right. It's working. The build is working.
I mean, that's just cleric. That's all that takes. It just so happens that my channel divinity is an hour-long ritual, so.
Okay, cool. That can be, like kind of part of your morning activities, but we'll just set you back a little bit. It's not having needing to do it twice if that's the case.
Yeah, Harness Divine Power. Well, oh no, I'm sorry. Harness Divine Power only takes a bonus action to get the spell slots back. But it also
Oh,
uses up my Channel Divinity until I can rest. So my
yeah.
Channel
Okay.
Divinities are consumed, is what I was
So
saying.
a short rest gets your channel divinity back. Okay, cool.
That
Very
was my Spikes of the Zephyr roll, so I'm good.
okay.
These commoners now have, 15 temporary and 5
Like
extra
unto
regular
a
hit points.
god.
Yeah.
They've rocketed up to level 3.
They just get in a fist fight like, this doesn't even hurt!
Hit me again. I don't even feel it. Oh, that one I felt. Okay, cool.
Oh, and I don't know if this happened last time or the time before that, but I still have this Storm Heart sitting in my inventory. I think that was from the Keller San.
Mhm.
I just want to remind everybody that this is just sitting there.
What is it?
The Storm Heart, it's a iron flesh
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys, if you want to do a little roadside surgery
On
Yeah.
someone.
on someone, we can do that. Cool. I'm gonna move you for the day's trail. Nailed it. Let's see how. Let's get Whispers to give me a D12 roll to see if anything occurs on this fine day.
Do we know how these rolls go?
It is
12.
raining quite badly today. Heavy downpour. Okay, 12. Okay.
It's time.
It's time.
Leo's best day ever.
uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. Moving along the old road. Wait. Horse and cart. Moving along the old road. Torrential downpour. Those of you did remind me, did you all get covering for your cart or is it open back? I know, like, I think Rainier got the cart, and I would
Yeah.
feel like you paid for things, but I don't remember what it is.
This thing is tricked out a little bit. It is a covered wagon, and it is very large. It fits like 3 or 4 people on a bench.
Yeah, because I remember somebody sitting on the roof of it in one of the combats, or like jumping up onto the roof.
Okay.
That implies it must have a roof.
Yeah, some kind of, I imagine it's like, in my mind, it's the, oh, what's the dumb game where you get dysentery?
Oh yeah,
Oregon
Oregon
Trail.
Oregon
Trail.
Trail.
Oregon
Yeah.
Trail, right? Like that kind of covered
Uh-huh.
wagon is like in my mind how I see it. So
I'll have the Griffin pace along behind us, and like if we get stuck in the mud, it just shoulders us forward since it's now our strongest member.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, definitely that'll be needed from time to time as some of the road is a little ill maintained and or rain is just washing out, sections. So the going is tough today. But those under the canvas are relatively spared from the worst of it. Those outside are just in the natural torrents. Um, okay. You find After your midday break, continuing on the road here, you come across what looks like what looks like a vast battle had occurred here. There are a lot of militia bodies here, probably about, let's say, 2 dozen. Uh, in their in their number, you find three of the Brotherhoods of the Glorious Sun, the Lathander Paladins, are in their number, also deceased. The bodies are uh, there's a lot of like ripping and tearing at the bodies. Like some of the bodies are not fully in, like are like pulled apart. There's been various levels of dismemberment. You also see um, about your best estimate as you pull up onto this scene is like maybe 50 like normalish looking people, like kind of commoner looking, very clearly were undead. I mean, they are undead, but they're just dead now. Um, and this is just kind of sprawled along parts of the road. It is going like out off the road. There are, you see like a couple trees that have been just felled in this process. It looks very recently that this like these trees have been brought down. Um, it's creating a blockage that needs to be cleared in order to maneuver the cart around everything. It looks to be there's like three different places that'll need to be kind of cleared up and things shifted to allow your cart to pass through this space here.
Can pass the reins to Zal and get on the ground and move bodies.
Okay. Anybody giving a hand to Rainier in this
Yeah,
process?
Durham will jump out and do that.
Yep.
There's a lot of like questions of like, hey, why have we stopped from your new passengers not being able to really see that well or move very easily themselves.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give them an answer. If they want to look outside, they can, but it's gross. So,
Okay.
but I'll try to offer like resting prayers for the dead as we're passing them. We
Same.
don't have time to bury them.
It's a lot. It would be like
Yeah.
a couple days of work unless you have magics to assist in it all. um, cool. Those that are clearing bodies, just give me like athletics checks. Okay, 19, 16, 9. Okay. Making fairly swift work of this. Seeing the places like, well, if we clear this, then the car should be able to maneuver around this little hunk of something here. You're able to move through two of the main blockages pretty quickly, only taking like roughly about a half hour or so. And then while working on the third one, um, Durham, you begin to hear. First thing is you see like a bunch of birds flying up out of the forest nearby. And then you hear like the cracking of a tree, and then the crashing of a tree. In your with your passive perceptions, it's uh northeast of your current position. There's another crack as something large of wood in the forest breaks. You see the treetops themselves kind of shake a bit.
Have we? Are we hearing this as we're clearing the third blockage, or have we cleared the third blockage?
You're like beginning to work on that, like just finishing the second one, not quite having started the third one.
Okay,
And
so
you're noticing this as like you all are approaching that area.
right. Yeah, I'll make sure Whispers and Rainier are aware of it. I'll bang my staff like on the ground to get their attention, and then point in that direction.
Okay. Can we hear it if it's pointed out to us?
You definitely like Durham is the first to notice it, but like you all
Okay.
hear the loud cracking noises of like trees falling nearby.
We've seen the Jurassicar in person before. Um, is the footsteps like distant, like distance between footsteps sounding familiar?
Make a perception check to see if you like hear the footsteps or otherwise notice them. On a 12,
Okay.
there's a subtle vibration, but it definitely wasn't happening previously.
Can I make a nature check? Sorry. I'm finally back
Uh,
on my computer.
no, you're fine. Yeah, a nature check to ascertain what.
Uh, Due to like the first run in when Laylis was originally here, and recognizing the patterns from Rainier's help that original time, and then on him running through and passing through here occasionally, if he can recognize the approaching of this thing.
Hmm. Um, I'm gonna say there's nothing to indicate what it is yet, right? Like something large is just moving, but there's nothing that would clue you into like what large creature, right?
Yes.
So you don't yet have a context to make that check,
And
right?
also, I do believe the Jurassic was described as being, at least when it jumped us the first time, as being quite quiet for something that big. At
That is true too, I believe.
least relative to something that huge.
All right, do we want to run? Get the cart out of here, or we just kill it?
Can we run? Is that an option?
Did before.
I meant with the
Back
blockage.
back from where we came.
Looks like we're fighting then.
Oh,
All right.
And
I'm gonna
Duke's
open the
up.
cart door, and I'm gonna tell the three people inside, get to that tree line, go about 50 feet more, and then wait. And I'll point them in the opposite direction of the noises.
Okay.
I will send my Griffin with them, actually.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Just to like, because the Griffin can alert me if there's something, and also the Griffin can defend them a little bit.
You you see the two, kind of put their arms around Oleron and kind of help him move along as the Griffin follows after.
I will cast Shillelagh.
Okay, casting
oh
Shillelagh.
yes. Let me put long rest on.
I'll throw Bardic Inspiration at. I'll give it to Durham.
All right.
That'll last 10 minutes.
There we are. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely get a long rest. Later, yep. Okay, and just so we're clear, our three friends got temp HP, and who
Yep.
among the party got the temp HP?
I did. Essentially the three ostensibly squishies. So I did, Laylis did, and Whispers did.
Okay, so Whisper, Zol, and Laylis
Yes,
should
have the
each
15.
gain 15 temp HP.
Okay.
In addition to Laylis, you also did receive 5 max HP from Aid.
Nice.
So yeah, we sent the three back behind us to the opposite tree line, sent a Griffin with them. Griffin has instructions to give a yell if anything happens, but also just to defend them to the death.
Okay. Okay. um, Durham, I know you just cast Shillelagh. Are there any
Mhm.
other preparatory things you guys want to do as you see the tree line shifting closer in your direction?
We all know
Um,
it's coming.
Death word, nice.
Death word. Okay.
Yeah.
Bardic
Um,
inspiration to Dom, and then those will be the 2 bardic inspirations for now.
Right.
Not Dom,
Yeah.
whispers rather.
As
Yeah,
it
I got it.
as it gets a little closer, I will use one of my wild shapes to activate my symbiotic entity.
I will cast another death ward on whispers.
Hey,
Okay.
I
I'm
won't
gonna
bring you back, but I will stop you from dying in the first place.
that's all I can ask.
I am just gonna hold a action for lightning arrow when it gets in sight.
Okay. When something comes close enough to shoot.
Whatever this big thing
A
is.
whatever thing is coming at you when it comes close enough to shoot.
Yeah, whatever. Not anything, because like he's holding for something big enough that's like able to make these
Yeah,
quakes.
yeah. I understand your intention. Yeah.
Where's the sound coming from? Like over here? Over
The
here?
sound is right where you just pinged. The sound, I'll pull everyone's
Right.
attention. It's like
Okay.
from around that area.
Gotcha.
Is everybody where they are?
Tree,
Yeah.
tree.
Okay. Are
I
you
love the
hiding? Are
tree.
you climbing a tree again? Or are you
Yes, yes.
just okay? How far up
I-
do you want to go?
First
Damn, I like
sittable branch.
here.
I'd assume that'd
First,
be like 10, 15 feet.
let's say first sittable branch around here. Let's say 15 feet.
Yeah, you know, Sean, that old 5e metric FSB.
Yeah, first sittable branch.
Right.
Classic.
Mhm.
Classic.
What's your FSB, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Coming crashing out of the tree line, you see a large shape forming between the tree trunks as another one gets cracked and you see it begin to fall down. You see a bright coloration flash, and then its form breaks through the tree line. You do see indeed a Jurassicar. But this Jurassicar looks different than the one you had seen. It has, again, those same kind of bright colorations that are telltale. I'll bring up its full portrait. These people aren't here, but it gives you a sense for it. Again, these like kind of like frills that come out the top of its head. These kind of strange, almost vestigial looking front limbs, but a very powerful tail and very powerful legs, huge jaw. But what's strange and very abnormal about this particular Jurassicar is you see its 2 eyes have grown and they're like maybe quadruple the size that they should be, large, kind of pulsing out of the head. And you also see along its head and running down the spine of its body, you see beholder eye stalks.
No.
Why did they? What entity thought that was a
No.
good mix? Like, even if it was a
Ah,
beholder, like, why?
A
Why? What was
beholder
the
had a
brain
fucked up
process?
dream. I don't know. Stuff happens.
Um, anybody who was there when the original Draskar was chasing you all can make intelligence checks. Yeah, I think intelligence checks,
Was
or I'll allow intelligence or perception.
who was who
Anybody
was
that
there?
was there when the Draskar was chasing you all down the road the first time.
Those 17s are
What
crazy.
I'm
the
gonna
fuck?
I'm gonna assume it must have been Merv
Mm-mm.
chronologically.
It was you.
no, because
Yeah,
it
it
was
was you.
firm.
Because I had Firm and he wanted his pet jellyfish squid.
Yeah, the death kiss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ember, Rainier, Whispers, I do not believe you were present at the time
I was there for the first one.
when
thought
when
that
they were
was
being
right.
chased on the road.
Oh no, sorry, the first time we came across Raskar. No,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I might have described it. I
I
do mean that
misunderstood.
particular time.
Yeah.
As that would have been like the closest up a chance to gain detail on the creature.
Yeah.
Okay, Ember and Rainier. Um, you have a flash of memory of that, like that, seared in your brain of this thing chasing your cart, and the only thing that stopped it was the dropping of food for it to eat. This is the exact same Juraskar. You recognize the particular patterns and colorations that it has.
So
Its consumption of that death kiss has mutated it in some fashion.
to
Oh
answer
no.
your question, it was us.
Hey, at least it didn't eat us because that would be worse.
Would be worse.
At least it hasn't eaten us yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Okay. It lets out a huge roar. You see it kind of gets low. And we're gonna roll initiative here.
Oh fuck.
Now would be the moment I can roll my.
Well,
The
you're invoking it, so
oh, okay. I don't know what that necessarily means.
are
After
you
that one.
saying now is the moment where you're gonna roll good initiative? Because I was gonna say you never say it out loud, because
No,
then you
no.
are.
When he originally asked what we were doing, I said I was holding the ready action right
Oh,
there.
yeah, you
I just
are.
didn't want to interrupt Sean the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. I'll allow your ready to action to go on.
real quick. Bing, bang, bam.
Everything is good
Next time you make a
here.
ranged weapon attack. Okay, so wait, I need to roll the d20 real quick.
Yeah. And your Griffin is an independent creature, so you have to roll them into initiative.
Oh yeah, I was gonna leave it in case because
Oof.
it's got its marching orders, but I'll roll it in.
Yeah. Just in case their situation changes, I'm just gonna roll one of the boys to represent all of the boys.
All right. Half as much on a miss.
Is that the damage or the attack roll? That's the
I rolled
damage
a 6 for the attack roll.
for the attack
Whoa.
roll. Okay.
Well,
Snooty
yes. No,
Igasket.
sorry. Because I rolled a regular flat d20.
Okay. What's your modifiers then?
I'm trying to double check that. I don't remember the rulings to AC modifiers off the top of my head.
If you just want to make an attack with the bow, then
It's
we can look at the number that gets added, right?
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna use the 6 because it's the intended roll.
So 6
Okay,
plus
so you
5 plus
get
4 plus 2.
yeah, so 9 plus 11 is what you get added onto it. Okay, so the 6 becomes a 17, which hits.
Okay, so it'd be 20 plus 2d8, taking off the last 2d8, taking off 12 damage, so 16.
16, okay.
I don't know why I made that so complicated.
Okay, yeah. You see lightning crackle and rip over its body. There's a immediate roar as like you have inflicted pain on the creature. Okay, let's see where it rolls in initiative. Don't be balls. Okay, it's in the middle. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. First up is gonna be Rainier.
Oh, excuse me.
Woohoo! Uh, let's start big.
Mhm.
Like that big.
Like big.
Like pretty big. Um, I'll roll my d20. All right. So first, I'll harness the power of the fucking sun. Um, uh, the creature must immediately make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It fails.
Woohoo! Okay. So it'll take
20.
full 20. Yep. And then for my action, we will shoot him. $23 hit.
23 hits. The
Great.
17 from Layla's hit. So anything above 17
Oh,
or
okay,
above
fair
Layla.
enough.
Yep.
Okay, so 15.
Okay.
And on that attack, I am going to brand him, the brand of castigation.
Okay.
And then I'll hit, target him again. Yay.
20 hits, yeah.
Okay.
14. Okay.
Feels pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, you done like it.
49.
Yeah,
49.
it's pretty good.
Okay. All right.
He,
Let's go on. Sorry.
just hit. The creature with you can see it naturally thick hide, but like you're finding its weak points there.
Okay. In an attempt to try to get a little closer to more people for the brand to have a better effect, I'll take a little step back. And if we can if we do clock those body parts, I am gonna call out. It may be electric now, I think, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Okay. Incredible. At the end of your turn, uh, mm, okay, yeah. At the end of your turn, you see the Jurassic car who'd been getting low, roars out in pain from the arrows and the blinding light that's been shattering on it up from above. And you see it charges, going to use a legendary action for a trampling charge. It will first. I'm just checking its line of where it goes. Okay. Its line of movement is going to cause it to impact into Durham, Laylis, Rainier, and Ember as it
Oh,
charges through. Sorry, not Laylis. You're up in the tree. You see it cracks into your tree, but your tree holds for the meantime. Durham, Rainier, and Ember. The trampling charge. Cool. I'll need a strength saving throw, DC 16.
Okay.
Tree
I
strat.
will spend my one
I
inspiration on
Yeah.
this.
I will too. Ah, I'm
Will also burn an inspiration.
gonna do another one.
Yeah.
I'm scared of
Hey.
what the consequences will be.
Okay. Everybody feel good with their saves? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. As DC 16, those of you that succeeded are not knocked prone. Anybody that failed is knocked prone. It is the Griffin's turn.
I have the Griffin basically just ready. It's for now. It's just going to be ready in action to attack the thing if it gets anywhere closer to them. To just full on go ballistic and charge.
Sure. Okay. So it's currently
Yeah.
readying an action to attack if it becomes within
Yep.
range of the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Mask to mage
Ooh, I'm
mask.
sorry. At
ahead.
the end of the Griffin's turn, The aberrant Jurassicar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm gonna roll a d6 as it reaches out its jaws to snap someone nearby. Let's see. I'm gonna start with Ember 1, Rainier 2, Whisper 3, Durham 4. Laylis is actually out of reach.
Yeah,
And
boy.
then Basar is within reach. So 6, I'll re-roll for that.
Yes.
It's a 3. That's Whisper.
Hey.
Okay. A huge set of jaws comes snatching down at you.
It takes 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Very cool.
Does it have to deal
Minus
damage for
2.
brand of castigation?
Huh?
Does it have to deal
Yes.
damage for brand of castigation?
Yes. it
Let
does.
me check. I believe that is correct.
Say it.
Each
Could
time the
miss.
branded creature
Missed.
deals damage to you or a
Ah,
creature you see within
yeah.
5 feet of you. Okay. Well, it might take the 2, so we'll find out. A 21 to hit.
Nailed it.
Okay. That's gonna be 27 piercing damage.
2 points of psychic damage.
2 points of psychic damage. Okay. Now I'm just gonna remind you because I don't know how what your rogue experience is like, but you can cunning
Oh, shoot.
what right? You
Yes,
can do
Uncanny
whatever your
dodge.
dodging
Yeah.
attack thing
Any
is
dodge.
Yeah.
because it is an attack specifically.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Nice.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
half of 27?
13,
13.
right? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Because I know you tried to do that like previously on something it wouldn't work for, so I just wanted to make sure that like you got the ability. You know?
My experience with rogues is very minimal, so
Yeah,
thank
they have
you.
a lot of stuff to remember to do. Okay, so
Yeah. Bonus action to switch to my magey mask. And then I'm going to actually cast with my action a minor illusion of like a version of me standing behind it, just growling at it with like hands out in like feral position. Like it just looks
cool.
like me gone full feral, like full fangs out, like the claws out, all the fur bristled up. It's shorter, but it's much like stockier and fierce looking than like tall willowy Zal. And yeah, that's my bonus in action. Figure I'd just maybe soak up a hit at some point. We'll see.
Okay. You see, as your illusion of your feral self comes to be, the Jurassicar as it's taking a chomp out of Whispers, and again, it's like spinning in place. You're having to duck its tail as it's moving around. You see, like it turns and faces in at your illusion. Those little fronds on its head kind of bristle a little bit. And you see it turns its head just to the next person, ignoring your illusion. Okay.
Noted.
At the end of your turn, you see one of the eye stalks swivels around, and a beam of energy was released from it.
I'm gonna need you to not.
1d10. Okay, it's 10. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Zal, you're gonna be the one going up and looping around to Basar. 8s are gonna which is hold on, let me check its range on something. Where's the measuring tool? I found it. Okay. 9 will be the Griffin.
Oh,
And 10 will be rerolls because we only have like 9 people here. It's a 9.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see the eye stalk just swivels around, lays into like Zol. You see it at like it looks like it's looking at you,
Yep.
and as a beam of energy rockets past you, you turn in time to see it strike at the griffin. The griffin will need to make a DC 16 Dex save.
Godspeed.
Yo!
Whoa.
Oh, they deftly move right at the last moment and are saved from the death ray. And
It
they
fucking like hits a tree and only belatedly realize it might have dodged and had to hit one of the people it's trying to protect. Like a bird head swivels around like, oh shit.
Incredible. No effect as it made its save.
Oh.
Incredible. Okay. That does bring us to Whispers.
All right, I'm going to disengage as a bonus, back up a bit so I don't get chomped again, and then attack it with skirmisher's bow. Is a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Can I use bardic inspiration, or is that too late?
I mean, you can use bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you,
It's
use it. I don't know if it's like you have to know ahead. Like, I think
Yeah.
it's one. I don't know if it says like you can use it before or after knowing the result.
Okay. D10.
I
It's
believe
gotta
it's
be
a.
before it's decided. Okay.
Okay, cool. Then I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Any other movements or anything?
No, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay, very cool. Okay, it is its turn.
Suggestive tie bell.
I love the name.
Very, very suggestive.
Hey, what about if you just go that way real quick? Come over here with me.
Okay. How does let me just take a look at it later. Okay. Hell yeah. You see it steps. It's gonna move. It moves and steps like onto the illusory Zol. As it moves towards. Actually, your horses are here. Unfortunately for that, is that another? Okay. When I was dragging the token, it like had the Juraskar art, and I was like, another one? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, just because that informs like where it can and cannot be. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna provoke a lot of people from doing this. Okay, it's moving here and then coming down next to the horses, which are starting to lose their shit.
Right.
Zol, are you still like on the reins of this thing of the cart?
I was having me stay inside of it. I am not on the
Inside,
rein.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know from me.
I'm freaking like crouching out, like looking through the slot.
Cool. All right, that'll. I think Durham, you have your melee weapon. Emperor, I don't know if that triggers you. I think it stayed within your 5 feet the whole time.
I don't have a weapon out anyway, so.
Okay, there you go. Durham, you're welcome to take an op attack if you want. 19 hits. $15. Okay,
Bad.
incredible. Hell yeah. It comes stomping towards this area, and you see it begins swinging its tail up and then brings it crashing down upon the area where it just walked out of. Okay. This is going to get you, Laylis, due to it being a cone effect, and you're within the actual circumference of the cone. Okay, as it slams its tail down, I'll need Rainier, Ember, Durham, and Laylis to make a DC 16 deck save.
Holy shit.
Incredible, dude.
Okay. Okay. DC 16 deck save. Those that succeed take half damage. It's 38 bludgeoning damage.
What did he just launch at us?
He just
A
slammed
tail.
the ground with his tail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's 19, right?
So halved.
Half would be
19.
19. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to remember whether
The temp.
that you take from non-magical weapons. I will assume this thing's tail is not a magical weapon.
It's not a magical weapon. It's not a
Is it still
weapon.
a weapon attack? Is it like a natural weapon attack, or is this like a weird flavored spell?
Yeah, I don't
Should heavy
know.
armor master apply is all I'm asking
Though,
essentially.
like its biting attack, most certainly your armor would apply to it. I don't know if like creature abilities like this meet the same criteria
I
though,
mean, if
because
it's a
they're not like
physical,
weapon attacks, right? Because it's not a weapon attack; it's an ability of the creature, right?
It doesn't have to be an attack. It just has to say,
It's bludgeoning damage.
well, it's specifically non-magical. Oh no, this actually says non-magical attacks when I look
Non-magical
at the
attacks. Yeah,
full.
if it said damage, that'd be one. That would obviously do it.
Yeah,
But like
this is not
this,
an actual attack because
yeah, it's
it
not an
forces you to
actual
say.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, the short form of it just said weapons, not attacks. Sorry,
Gotcha.
that's why
Yeah.
I was asking.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, even still, the tail wouldn't classify under the
Yeah,
strictly as a weapon. You could obviously rule it both ways, and it would be acceptable, but it's
that's
not
19.
an attack.
Okay.
But you got that 28 anyway. You did good. You did great.
Hey, that's still 3 hit points. That's the difference between Death Ward procking and Death Ward not
It does or
procking.
not, Brock. Yeah, you got it. Okay, that's its action. It has it has more movement, but you can see it like kind of sniffing around the cart a little bit, as it raises its mouth like towards the horses. But this is actually its turn, and it is Laylis's turn.
When it raises its mouth, Laylis. Oh, also, you said just knocked prone or just damage?
You mean from the tail?
Yes.
Just damage.
Okay, cool. Had to make sure. When it raises its mouth or opens its mouth, Laylis is uh, uh aiming 2 arrows to go inside its mouth to its throat. Uh, favored. Well, I'll roll this first and then.
Yeah,
Oof,
30
missed.
hits.
And then real quick, I will use this damage. Yeah. Deal, 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 deal. And then one more. Oof.
Another 7. Okay.
And then for for that last one, I'll use Basar's reaction. Gotta get his sheet. Where is he? There we are. Infuse.
Another 2 of lightning.
Yes. So that is what he has been the past day and a half.
Okay, cool.
And then,
Uh,
Mhm.
no, go on. Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say for bonus action, he will have Basar run at it and try to chomp its ankles.
Seventeen hits. For 19 damage? Holy shit. That's a big bite.
Just to double check, it is 3d4 and 1 plus proficiency bonus, yeah. And the 1d6 is where is it? It's in here somewhere. I think it's the d6 from the lightning to make it magical. D6 of lightning.
Where does it get that's from its level up?
Yeah, I gotta go pull it up real quick.
Right, because it gets like additional damage at a certain level.
Yeah. I got level. Double check what level I am. I think it was level, what, 7? Game
Yep.
rules.
Deals 1d6 extra damage of the essence. Yep. You
Okay.
got it. Okay, cool. Anything else?
No, that is it.
Okay, incredible. Cool. At the end of your turn, who's close to it? It's got people close to it. At the end of your turn, it's gonna bite at Basar, who just like took a very large snap at its 3 heads at its ankles.
Mm-hmm.
21 to hit.
That should, yes.
Okay.
And
For
then looking,
30 piercing damage.
how much of it is earlier? I believe Rainier said it observation. It might look like it's lightning now. Is any of
None
it?
of it is lightning damage.
Okay. Okay. So 30. Basar should not have 10 HP. There we are.
Okay. Ember Prime.
Can't see where our friends ran off, but I don't think they're going to be coming back this way. Can I see
they're here.
Layla's?
They're here with
Yeah,
the
I didn't know
Griffin.
if it's fine. I just have to be able to. No, I did not move. Where was I?
You were right here.
Thank you. I think regardless, whoever I can see, I will designate as my allies, as I will cover myself in fire. Holy fire, as I cast Spirit Guardians.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
No, third level will do. Third level. And that's it. That's my action.
Okay.
Also
On their
designating the
turn,
horses and all of that.
yeah,
jazz.
yeah. I got you. And it's
Everyone but the Jurassicar.
but the Draskar, yeah. On their turn is the trigger, right? Or if they're like pulled in and out of it or something.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Daron.
All right. First things first, having already had to make 2 saving throws, Durham will pump a 5th level spell slot through the Battlecaster armor to increase his AC by 5 and give him a +5 on saving throws.
Okay.
After doing that and looking around, there are a lot of trees here. So I will cast, where do I want to put it? I will cast Wrath of Nature. I'm a little confused. I don't actually think it does any damage on this turn.
It's at the start, yeah.
Right. It's at the
But you
start.
can Is it a bonus action to activate? Because you could use the bonus action to do the
No, it's
throw a rock.
right. It's a full action, but I can use the bonus action to throw the rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And so that is exactly what I will do. This is just a spell attack roll. I assume a 26 hits.
26. Yeah, 17 and above hits.
Yeah, and
Okay, that's
Okay.
bludgeoning damage.
yeah, and there's a couple things it needs to do here. Now that my turn is over, it needs to make a strength saving throw. Well, first it needs to make a strength saving throw to see if it falls prone after being hit by the rock.
Okay. Strength save. What's the DC? 18?
I believe so. Yeah, 18.
Yeah, okay. 18 makes it.
And now now that my turn's over, it needs to make another strength saving throw to see if the roots and vines around it restrain it.
Okay. Fails.
Okay. So it is restrained. And
Okay.
just within this cube, the grass and undergrowth and everything, it grows slightly and becomes difficult terrain for the Jurassic.
Okay.
I can't imagine that affects it very much, but it is what it is.
No. I mean, it's all good. I was also just reading that it specifies enemies and not all. Okay. Okay, cool. Anything else?
That is it.
Incredible. Just a massive magical growth of tangle and vine and grasses, and the trees are now beginning to swing around. Cool. Very cool. Okay. The boys are good down south, though I'll say they do kind of hide behind some trees down here, since a beam of energy was shot in that direction. Okay. At the end of their turn, yeah, okay. Cool. At the end of their turn, one of the eye stalks activates. So we'll roll a d10 to see which one. Okay. And then a d10 to see who gets go. Okay. So that was 9. Okay. This close in proximity, Zol, you're in the cart, but having not taken like a full hide action, or done anything of that sort, your movements and having to step out to cast spells and whatnot, a couple of the eye stalks have caught, seen you, and you are the target of this eye ray. Eye ray. Can I get a DC 16 Wisdom save? This is against Charm.
Well, I want to use an inspiration. I probably got to use my one inspiration. I'm not feeling good about it, but you got to try.
Well, you said the DC was
16.
16.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, nope.
Okay. You are harmed by the beast and do not wish to harm it.
Okay. So now I'm in the classic. Everybody, we gotta calm this down. We're all getting heated.
Guys, please.
Please don't.
I Dad, I love him.
Don't.
Okay. Charmed creature cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. Okay. Oops, sorry. Rainier, what would you like?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. Oh, wrong button. I am trying to decide if there is a place currently to move the dawn light to the over the Jurassic car. Not my friends. We're pretty close, but not quite. So, instead, I'll just move closer to Ember. And what do you do again? Oh, that's right. I have a new bonus action because this creature's got blood, and it wouldn't matter if it didn't anyway. That's the whole thing for my class. I forgot. The blood curse of the marked. I will mark that, and you know what? I'll amplify it too. That'll be fun.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah. Are you your normal juiced up? Do you have to roll for that, or are you
Oh,
not?
I did that before when I did that a while ago. I did that
Okay,
before
cool.
combat started.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Hack.
Is the Draskar friendly towards me? This is an important question. It's gonna
I think until you give it a reason to,
okay.
it might be, but you don't know for certain.
Well, I'll know because it will find my encouraging armor very fetching and nice to look at.
Yeah.
Which
does the armor say like it meant it's like your allies?
it says each friendly creature within 10 feet of me.
Each friendly
Is he
creature.
friendly? Is he friendly to me? It's
Oh
an important
boy.
question, you see.
Yeah, that is
Because
an
if he
important
is, he
question.
loves the armor. It's very fetching. He
It's an
likes how it
important
looks.
question.
He's got a lot of eyes to look at it.
He's certainly unfriendly to everyone but
Well,
you.
yeah.
But does that mean he's friendly with a charm effect?
To what degree does he know that I'm friendly might determine whether he.
Yeah. I think the way because like you as casters generally know when your stuff works.
Yeah.
He's been mutated by
Okay.
aberrant things. I think he is
Mhm.
friendly while you're charmed.
Okay. I regret to inform everybody he gets a +1 to attack roll and a +1 to saving throws. So
but you're
he likes the armor.
You're still obviously friends with your allies.
Yeah. It's not. It's just that. Yeah. Now,
He also
unfortunately,
is.
he's also my friend.
Yeah.
He loves the
Okay.
armor.
19 to hit, 20 damage.
Yes.
You're not. That's just. Is that correct? Are you putting undead damage in there?
Well, technically, I am adding another D6 because I have marked him.
Because of the thing. Okay, it's just a lot.
Yes. Oh, no, sorry, that was the wrong thing to add the plus. It's the 16 to hit, which I think is a miss.
A 16 would be a miss. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to use inspiration then while I've got this feature currently active.
Ooh.
Okay, well, that's a miss.
Okay.
And the end of my turn. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, you know what? The 20 is big. That's a
It
big.
feels good. Feels good.
Yeah, it's a big hit.
Wait, no, I used my bonus action. Never mind.
Any further movements? You want to stay where you are?
Here's fine.
Here's fine. Okay. What's up with the griffin?
Griffin's gonna do a dodge action because it just almost got blasted. So now it's gonna just start hopping back and forth like Toothless. Oh shit. Okay.
I actually don't remember if I used 3 legendaries or not. I've been trying to keep track. I feel like I did.
and you blasted.
Well, it just had its turn right out.
Yeah, you've done. You
Oh,
might
no.
not, because you did
Never
2
mind.
blasts since it.
I know I did the tail swipe. And,
Oh shit! No, you did 3. You did.
The
You did the-
charge.
Yeah,
Charge
because
near
it.
the
Charging
beginning.
thing at the start to move in.
Well, that's
Yeah.
he already had his turn after that. It's after the
Oh,
the
right,
tail
right.
swipe. I just can't
You've
recall if
done
he has
2 or
another.
3. I don't remember, because you've
Yeah,
done
he has
2
this-
eye beams.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like didn't I try to bite somebody? Didn't I bite? I bought.
Oh,
I
you
bite.
bit Bazaar.
I bit Basar, and I've
yeah,
done
and you done.
2 eye beams.
Yeah,
Correct.
you did a zap and a charm on me.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's correct. It's fine. His turn's coming up. He might live. Okay.
You might
Zolf. He might live.
Well, fuck. Bardic Inspiration to Ember, but then also I'm gonna do a thing with my bonus action, which is I blow the horn to try to give everybody +1 to AC, and I'm yelling like, "Okay, everybody, calm down. I think I can fix him. It's not so bad. Just give me a moment." So everybody within 30 feet of me gets a +1 to AC, including it. I can fix him. Just give me a moment. Big guy. Hello. It is my. Oh, so hold on. No. That's it's an action to blow the
It's a
horn.
bonus action to blow
The
the horn.
bonus action, and then it's free to use the rune. The rune, you just have to say you're doing it when you do it.
Right. Okay. So I blow the horn. That's my bonus. I can't give a bardic inspiration to Ember. I do try to use my action to persuade the beast. Cannot understand me. To earnestly try to talk the beast.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. Let me just check its languages.
Yeah, I'm switching between Sylvan. I'm trying Giant. I'm just yelling peace in every language I can.
It seems to ignore the sounds coming from the cart.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're like
well.
the Voyager satellite, just broadcasting peace in any language that you know?
Peace.
Oh my god. Okay. So until the start of your next turn, everybody within 30 feet has the +1 AC.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. That's in.
So it's everybody in here besides Durham. Durham is just outside of it.
Is he?
I believe so.
But he's got a +5 at the moment.
Yeah, he's at 35. Yeah. Durham's fine. The bulwark over there is.
But
fine.
everybody else, including Suggestive, has a +1 to AC currently.
Okay, cool. Okay, whispers.
You might be muted.
Douglas.
I sure was. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Does restrain give you advantage?
I believe so.
It does, yes.
Attack rolls against a creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
So that will be damage.
2 super hits.
Plus my sneak. Not bad.
11
then-
plus 17.
And then I would like to bonus action hide behind this tree.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Yeah. Oof.
Okay. Okay, cool. As you see the Droskar kind of like, moving its head, trying to take snaps out at people, things that are moving, like it's, trying to keep track of. You see the eyes, are swiveling around, looking at things. As you hop behind the tree, and then you take a little peek out just to see, like, how are things going? Does it notice me? You see, like, one of the eyes on the side of its head is just staring at your direction.
Yeah,
You believe it has a way to sense your position, even when hidden.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but you learn that. Okay, it's the start of its turn. What terrible things happen to it?
It needs to make a wisdom save or take 3d8 damage. That's it.
Yep.
Wisdom save. Take 3d8
Oh, that's great.
damage. Okay. I'm also only reading one of its abilities, one of its defensive abilities, and it might have been able to. Supposed to have an advantage against spell stuff, but I haven't been doing it.
Okay.
What's your DC?
My
Ember?
DC is 17.
Okay, it rolls a 19. So it will
Plus one.
succeed. Plus one.
For the fetching armor.
So it's half damage, so I believe.
Yeah, so it'll
Yeah,
take
yeah.
7.
7, okay. Ooh, okay. The thing is, it's injured. It's looking pretty bloodied. Any other effects at the start of its turn?
While it is in my Spirit Guardians, its speed is halved.
Okay. It currently has a 0 speed from the restraint.
Yeah.
And it's in difficult terrain.
And difficult terrain times 2, I think, because it's 2 separate sources.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain and halved movement.
Have movement, also restrained. Can someone
It's
grapple
going
him, please?
Nowhere.
I'll grapple him.
Right.
I've got rope.
Right. You mean give him a hug? Oh, well, yeah, I'll do that.
Rope of climbing.
Okay, we're gonna see if the tail recharges. It does.
I don't like it.
But it will. Oh boy, the restraint is actually really messing it up. It wants to try to eat something.
Oh,
but
I was going to ask, do I get a try on the saving throw on my turn?
Let me
Or I don't know how the beholder shit works.
you are charmed for 1 hour.
Okay, I'm in.
Or until it harms you.
Right. I'm in.
Yeah. Or unless someone does something, to alleviate that. Okay. It's having trouble. It can't move. The vines are continually wrapping or up and around it. There's vines that are like trying to wrap around its jaws, and it's like chewing and snapping through them as more and more keep piling on. So it's having a really bad time. I think in that case, since it's you've hindered its ability to try to eat someone, I think the eye rays are going to go off. Okay. We'll do the same orders here for who gets what. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ember Prime. Can I get a DC 16 con save as a eye beam is launched in your direction?
Ooh.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
You avoid paralyzation.
Oh boy.
Okay. 10s are rerolled. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Durham. Can I get a wisdom save? Your DC 16? I don't know that. I think you'd have to roll a 1 to fail it. Yeah, easily.
And that's +5 on top of that. So
Mhm.
yeah.
pretty
Pretty good shape. Okay.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Rainier. I'll need a DC 16. Dex save DC 16.
Okay. I like those ones. Yay.
Easily avoided. Okay. Its ray is also ineffective. Perhaps the plants are causing it too many issues. It can't move. That is its go. Layla's.
bonus action, word of power. The word of power. He will say. He's just gonna say, "Worm's hide," and I will put those numbers in. I'm using my left hand because my dog's in my lap. 25. And then
Let me roll a d10 to see what element is given to you.
D10. Yeah. 7. Poison.
Ooh, green and poison. Cool.
All right, and then you. Restraints gives advantage. You said.
Gives advantage on the attacks. Yep.
Yeah.
And disadvantage on saving throws for the Jurassic. 24 obviously hits.
All right, and then this. So that's 10 plus
Okay.
6. Where's Basar?
6. Poison.
He'll use his
Seems the
reaction.
poison takes effect just fine.
5. And then because it's still on there, it's a favored foe. It's 1d6. There we are.
Okay, another 3. Okay.
So 10, 6, 5, 21 plus 3, 24.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
24 hits.
Countermands. Alright, it's on each hit. Okay. That's damage. Other formula. 19.
Okay.
And I do believe that is all the damage I can throw at it. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. And it's your bonus action to do the thing. So your dragon, I think
Dodge
dodge.
ability.
Yeah. Okay. Super cool. Okay. At the end of your turn, he's gonna try a bite. He's gonna try a bite. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Ember Prime looks like it's trying to give a bite to you. It's a disadvantage.
And you have +1 to AC.
Your AC currently is
24.
okay. Yeah, that's a big miss. Yeah, it's not near enough for 24. Oh, okay, cool. It is your turn, Ember.
I will, as a bonus action, go ahead and summon a spiritual weapon. Between the Jurassicar, or keep it between the Jurassicar and non-combatants back there. This is an advantage because it is restrained, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I will still miss.
15. 15 unfortunately will miss. Yeah.
So, as my regular action, I will simply cast Toll the Dead. It needs a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It gets a plus.
17? Okay.
Isn't that what I said before? Yeah, DC 17.
It
Yeah,
gets
just
a
double check.
+1. I'm so sorry.
Oh boy, you needed that +1 too. Hit 17 with it.
Okay.
Fuck.
That's it for me.
Okay. You want to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, at the end of your turn, you see one of these eye beams pop off again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Layla's in the tree. Eye beam comes shooting at you. Let's see. It is okay. I'll need a. You should be good at this. A DC 16 deck save.
I got you. 1 second.
Easy save. You are not petrified.
Oh dear, jeez.
Okay, Jordan.
Okay. At the beginning of my turn, it needs to make a dex save against the whipping branches of the trees, which I believe it makes it disadvantage because of the restraint.
It's a deck save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Are you able to populate that spell again? I just want to see the verbiage on the trees. Deck save. Saving throw.
Yeah, I don't know how to populate it anymore.
Can you cast it and say don't use spell slot?
Yeah, hold on. Well, I'll just give myself a spell slot and cast it. Look at that.
Okay. Each of your enemies within 10 foot of any tree in the cube. If they're next to multiple trees, do you think that triggers twice, or is this supposed to be a catch-all for if you're near a tree?
I think it's
this is
supposed
just
to be a
the thing?
catch-all. Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be one attack per creature if they're near
Yeah.
any tree.
Yeah, that seems what I'm getting from
Yeah.
it is the trees attack, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It dex save disadvantage. As the plus
D6.
one, it's a 21. Actually, rolled
Okay.
extremely high.
Yeah, great. With my action, I will cast Erupting Earth. So it needs to make another dex save.
Okay, very good. Okay. Disadvantage from restrained, but advantage against spell. So flat roll. It's a failure.
Right.
29 bludgeoning. Holy shit. Any additional effects as well?
No. I think that is it. I mean, it's difficult terrain, but it's already difficult terrain, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like a difficult double. It has its own movement penalty in there as well. But the thing has 0 speed because it's restrained. Yeah. Look,
Right.
it ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
That's for sure.
And with my bonus action, I will, as part of Wrath of Nature, command a rock to beam it in the head. So it needs to. I make a spell attack at it.
Okay. That will miss.
I will add my bardic inspiration to that. What is it? A D10?
Yep.
Into a 20. A 20 will
Yeah.
hit.
All right. That is. What is that? 3d8, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so it's 18 bludgeoning. Okay. Strength saving throw. does make the strength saving throw. Quite big and strong.
Yeah, I
But
figured.
18 damage is massive.
Yeah. That is. You know what? I think I'm just gonna move a little bit. That is it for Durham.
Okay. Incredible, honestly. Okay, you see as it's trying to get some of the vines off its face, a couple of the eye stalks kind of swivel around the area. At the end of your turn, one of the eye beams goes off. Okay, and it's Basar.
Oh, yes.
Okay, let me look at which one it
AC of
is.
17.
Basar actually needs to make a strength saving throw.
I think he's good at strength. Let me double check. He is moderately. It's actually his second height.
Okay, DC 16 strength save.
And these get +1s because Zal's nearby, correct?
Yep. No, he's not close enough. He has to be within 10 feet of me to get the
Ah.
encouraging armor.
Oh my. All right. Yes.
Okay. You see one of the eye stalks laser beam towards Basar, and you see Basar start lifting off the ground, his feet scrambling for purchase, the wings flapping, but he is unable to move. He is restrained by the telekinetic grip of the eye stalk.
Oh.
And Basar gets tossed
Oh my.
30 feet.
Yo, that's 30 feet. Oh
30
god.
feet. Does the radiant beam do anything to Basar? Is it any creature that enters into its space? What's the deal with that?
Oh, if he ends his turn there, he'll have to
Okay,
make the save.
gotcha. Okay, cool. Basar just lifted and rocketed away. um,
Apparently, that's crazy.
okay, that's commoners are safe. Rainier, it's your turn.
Okay. Um, I am trying to remember how I grab this, uh, the radiant
Oh, it's
beam.
an AoE. So on the left hand side, it's the thing that looks like a ruler under the person symbol.
Oh,
And
right.
that's
Once
all
they
that's all
placed.
the yeah, that's all the AoE templates. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's also where you'd go if you want to get rid of a template.
Okay. I'm gonna just work on moving this thing around, and then target as my action for an attack.
Oh
Let's.
yeah. As a note, I forgot to mention to you earlier, the psychic damage doesn't seem to be affecting it.
All right. Didn't see that coming. Okay. He is restrained currently still, right?
Fully restrained. He's so restrained. He's double restrained.
Woohoo! Just want to be super clear.
Mm-hmm.
This poor thing, it's so menacing, but at the same time, it just got ran up on and then locked down.
uh, that will actually be 12 damage because I think I have to take the re-roll.
Yeah.
And then my second attack. Ah, okay.
26 still hits.
Yep.
Even with its boosted AC.
Ooh, bummer.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. This is a very fine turn and fine attack as 12 is more than enough to bring the HP to 0. How do you
What?
rid how do you how do you rid the world of this monstrosity?
Please.
I think it's absolutely like the vision of the like green overgrowth grappling this thing and beginning to pull it into the earth while fire is climbing over it and burning through the greenery, and as it's shrieking in its absolutely trapped distress, couple direct and vulnerable shots with like little divine bursts of light explode, and I think it's just worn out and gets eaten by the plants.
Yeah. You bring it low, and nature does its work.
Am I charmed still?
Um, technically, it doesn't say anything about the creature dying, but
Hmm.
I think you would be uncharmed by it.
Okay, this is very important.
As the source of the charm dies, I think in this case, even though it doesn't tell you
I
what to
mean,
do, I think
if I
you're
had my
uncharmed.
druthers, I'd prefer not to do a Mr. President get down on a on a Jurassic car, dive out of the cart and try to revive it.
Yeah, you feel the charming effect waning on you. The heavy rain pours down upon you all. There's a lot of steam coming up from this large creature's body, hot from combat. The area is still covered in vines. There's the orbital laser from Lathander just scraping his way across. But yeah, having defeated this terrible monstrosity.
Just imagine eating a dinosaur. Whoever wanted dino nuggies today?
um, Derm, how long do all these vines and stuff last? You
Until
put
I
a
hit
lot of
concentration.
okay. Are any of them like permanent effects on the
No.
environment? Okay,
No.
even the molding, even the like erupting earth thing.
That remains difficult terrain. That's not a concentration thing, so that's just difficult terrain in that box.
Okay. Okay, very good. Cool. Well, the creature is waylaid, victorious. You still have a blockage to clear, but there's no immediate threats.
I'll call out to uh, our little friends. It's all clear. You're good to come out, and then I'll just get back to work.
Okay, getting back to work to clear the bodies. The
And we're really lucky
various
that thing died off the side of the road, aren't we?
it actually is, and that these effects are not like permanently disrupting your ability to travel. Um, very cool. You all, with a little bit more time, are to clear the last blockage here. The rain continues to pour, but your path ahead is welcomed. As you've been working, you can see um, around the outskirts of where you are, the signs of scavengers already beginning to arrive. Little, like vulture-esque birds hopping around in the grass, kind of waiting for the larger threats to leave before they can begin to feast.
Ooh.
Incredible. Okay.
Right after this one, I will, feeling bad for Bassar, I had to look this. I will reuse my ability for Drake Companion for today and reconstitute Bassar. This time, I shall make him not lightning. What are the choices? Let's go with Radiant. Really fits the theme here.
Cool. Can you be radiant?
He really can. I had to double check that.
When you summon the Drake, choose a type: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at on his feet on his sheet it has damage things, and it said choose one on summoning, and it had radiant mixed in. Excuse me.
Yes,
Acid.
just acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Let's go with cold.
Cool.
Cold's fine.
Cool. Very good.
He hasn't been cold yet.
Okay, by expending the spell slot to re-summon him, just in action is all it takes. Okay, cool.
For this one, it's in action and combat for the spell slot, or if I haven't used this feature today.
Yeah, it looks it's yeah. If you so once he's summoned, you can't do so until a long rest. But yeah, you get to so you can magically summon him. Um, you've taken the long rest. He already existed, so it looks like you get to do it for free once, and then you have your use it for the spell slots. But yeah, he is remade. You can't unsummon him, but you can reconstitute him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Excellent. You guys are back on the road again. Um, evening comes, the rain begins to let up. A long, soggy day. You make camp for the evening. Is there anything anybody wishes to do during camp time? Or would you like to move on?
Hmm.
One good berry for everybody, including our three friends.
Nice.
Is any additional food provided to them or just the good berry? I know the good berry, mechanically does it, but I don't know if you're like actually making food at camp.
We should have some in the bag if they ask for it, but if they're getting good berries, I don't think I'd be inclined to pull it out immediately.
Okay, cool. Good berries it is. The goodest of berries. Okay, cool. The 25th of Flame Roll arrives. Okay.
Um, just mechanically, our hit points go back down. Our max hit points go back down. Correct. From aid.
Correct. Unless aid is recast on this day, but everybody gets a long rest and all your HP resets. Do you want to keep the temp HP the same, Song? Okay.
Yeah, that'll be the standing order for now.
Okay.
That's what we're at on the road.
And Ember, did you want to redo aid every day in your travel, or was
Yeah, I will
yeah?
do what I was doing, which is aid on everybody, and then harvest divine power to use my channel divinities up to get two of those two spell slots back.
Right, you got it. Okay. So the aid will maintain for travel unless stated otherwise. Okay. Is there anything anybody wishes to do in particular on this day during like travel and whatnot?
Maybe while we're on the road, since we're headed towards Moras, where we have a house and everything, um, uh, while we have an opportunity to talk to everybody, kind of ask, I know we're a little ways away from it, but given we all managed to survive this ordeal, uh, what is it we all plan on doing, given we have some shared properties for one, but I don't know, we've known each other a little while now.
Wait,
But
I'm sorry.
we kind of we sort of came together incidentally, so it's we had some time apart, and I'm wondering, just curious, what you folks plan on doing once we're not necessarily facing apocalypse.
Well, I don't know that I have thought that far ahead. It seems wherever we go, the potential apocalypse is just over our shoulder. And I will point up into the sky. I do know that I am excited to see Maras again. I've spent much time there over this past year. I am excited to see Ember Prime's family again and enjoy that lovely bakery. Are you asking us to speculate what we will do once this pending apocalypse is completely over? Or are you just curious about how we plan on spending our time in Maras?
Well, I was just thinking about how we've had a couple days of talking about some fairly gloomy particulars, and given that we've discussed in some capacity the events of our deaths, it just I had the occurrence while we're riding. Think about what happens if we live.
Well,
Uh,
for me, that is simple. I will turn to my wife and child and my tribe.
Would you ever see yourself leaving that territory again afterwards?
Hmm. Perhaps if there is another potential world ending threat that needs dealing with. And of course, to visit all of you.
So, were you gonna say something?
yeah, I think. Well, I mean, prior to all of this, I suppose prior to the masks, I was a middling musician. Since then, having become a master musician, I'll probably just go back to doing that while also working on the stories of this time. Not that the rush of battle and heroism isn't great, but um, I get nearly as much enjoyment and excitement out of playing to a crowd. Probably more because my throat is less likely to get ripped out.
You know, when you started with us, you stated that you were following us to get the account,
Right.
and why was that?
To be perfectly honest, initially, um, well, you were connected to the destruction of my home in ways that were unclear. It was clear, at least, that probably you were not the necessarily the villains of the piece, but you were all. There are people that are larger than the times they live in. They are what the archetypes are made of. The legends of people that lived long ago and did mighty things. Kernel of truth that becomes the legend. It was clear that your group was something like that, and I had a rough idea of what you were, but I will confess to wanting to know to what degree you were complicit in the death of the city I called home at the time.
That is very enlightening.
It's always good to have multiple reasons for doing any one thing. Now I've gone and fucked it all up by going from being the chronicler to putting myself in it. Now all objectivity is out the window. Stuck my whole ass in it, and now I can't even do it anymore. I have to wait like 3 years and try to pretend it wasn't me in here just to get some distance from it.
Objectivity is overrated.
I do also recall you made mention at the time of offering your services that there would be some editorial opportunity as well.
True, but technically the Cleftinthia called first dibs on that, so regretfully for all of the rest of us, he'll get first editorial pass on all this. But I mean, if you have any strong uh, historical edits to your personages that you want to get down in stone ahead of time,
I think I've been fairly satisfied with what you've witnessed. It is honest.
I mean, I can promise if any of you die, there's going to be just a fantastic, at least a page buildup. In terms of the song, there's probably just going to be a song about your heroic fall. Please don't die falling in a ditch, because that's going to really give me a headache as far as figuring out how to spice that up.
You hear that, Whispers? A whole page.
Well, should I fall, which again, please don't let me. I have much to do in this world, but at least I can take solace in the fact that I'll have an entire page dedicated to me.
You will have, yes, the song of whispers who fell in a ditch. See, it doesn't have a ring like whispers who felled the many or whispers who struck the Dark Lord. You know, kind of whispers who slipped on some wet cobblestone and hit his head is not it's
Not quite there.
striking, yeah.
Need some work.
Ember Prime, you'd finished your apprenticeship and then got sidetracked for a real long time.
Yep. Yeah, I thought about maybe going to take a look at Kirathun. Maybe see if sometime in the future the dwarves could rebuild there, but who knows? There's still lots of stuff under there, so
Do you think excavating it's going to bring up more ancient arcana that'll be useful, or do you think it may just disrupt more of those folks from underneath?
I mean, was more thinking of moving back into the surface levels where we lived before we ran into those things, but I figure saving the world, that's got to buy some brownie points with the assholes down under, right?
Not a bad point. I guess as much as some of the past may be a mystery, Layla, you got any thoughts about what your future may hold? How's the divine heritage going for you?
I don't think my parents were divine, but let me double check real quick. It's Corvorox. I couldn't remember the name. Um, I don't know. I think after all this, probably have to focus on this whole Corvorox thing. It's kind of up in the air at the moment. Mom gave me some time, so that means it's not fully pressing. They just want to get ahead of it. Haven't really heard from Tiamat. Really, she didn't really said anything. I mean, outside of like, the immediate danger, gesturing to the object in the sky. I think that's probably gonna be my backup. Figure out like the story to that, and then just do a little bit more venturing, sightseeing. Basar should be full grown by then. That'd be a
Going to
fun
get bigger?
side eyes. Yes.
Like grown, or
Let me double
just
check.
big?
Whatever size is large, that is out of character. I don't know that. So
Big.
large, probably yeah. He gestures like towards the griffin. He's like half his size right now, so maybe that size, maybe bigger. Probably fill it out. He will not fit indoors.
Yeah, Rainier just shakes his head.
Yeah. Means also I need to figure out how to save up money. Gotta find like a good spot for him, where he can go. It's all his. Maybe like the stories back in the day. Give him a tower so he can feel like it's his.
In time, Father, this world will be ours.
His immediate face is,
I
when was
quit.
that decided? Why was I not informed of this? Why is that the go-to plan, Bazaar?
Well, it would be ours, Father.
I don't. Why are we going to take it over? Why do we need it?
Because through you, her avatar comes.
Oh. I thought I was the avatar. I'm not. So wait. Let me get this straight. You're telling me I'm not the avatar of Tiamat, the avatar for Tiamat.
You will be our champion, and our shadow will stretch across the land. Does anyone else speak Draconic?
Mm-mm.
Sure don't.
Then these two are just speaking Draconic at each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that makes me the champion, you the mighty steed. She's gonna have her avatar. Wait. So if I'm just like a portal of sorts, she just brings an avatar over here and she's trying to take over the world. So originally she told me we were just gonna get power.
Well, of course.
I take the stick out and immediately tap it. It's not at first, but after they've gone back and forth for like 2 minutes uninterrupted out loud.
I would posit realistically that we've probably seen them do this quite a bit.
Yeah, I just have never until now thought to like I could
Eavesdrop?
we can all I also okay, to be fair, I will say okay, Does Basar want to talk to the group? Because I can do that.
Oh, Laylis like breaks concentration for a second. He was fully focused on what Basara just dropped on him. He turns around. He's like, I don't think he's not going to like. He doesn't want to tell you guys. You know, I think it's
I
fine,
mean,
right?
this is just. I don't know
Father,
what
they should
that's
hear
about,
of
but
your glory.
He said yes.
okay. I'll tap the rod of verbatim. Be
All
like,
right, Basara.
okay, Basar, now you can communicate with us for a moment.
He does like the finger thing of like wind it back real quick. He's like, run it back for him real quick. Tell them what you just told me that I just found out from you.
Father will be your mother's champion.
No, a little bit further. A little bit further.
Through
The
Father, he will step into this world and rule it,
Oh shit.
and we will
There it
grow.
is. He throws up a finger. I thought I was just an avatar of her, not for her. I know the difference in those two at least. I was never informed of the take over the world, kind of like that objective.
Those that stand before us will burn in her flames.
You know, like that look of like anime when you hear like the most horrid sentence ever and like the big eyes just go in like shock for a second? He's just like looking over his shoulder, like, did he just say this? Oh my god. Okay. Um, I thought it was gonna be an A-okay thing to leave on the back burner. Now I'm understanding that it's probably not good that I have not been looking that much into this.
Yeah.
You thought those paladins chased you for like fun?
No, like I thought it was just like, opposite sides. They want me for theirs, she wants me for hers. The typical like not for fun. I just thought it was like selfish obtainment because of what I was told I was.
All right. Well, now you know.
Yeah. Also, Basar.
Has that put some things into perspective?
Yeah, I probably should get in contact with him. Ember Prime, you met one of them, right?
I met a number of them.
Can you still do that message thing that you were doing for me a while back?
Sure can.
You want to like drop a PSA to them and let them know like I get an understanding of why they were chasing me now. When I get a moment, I'm gonna come that way. We're just handling some business.
I will cast sending. Where is it? Right here. Spell slot. There we go. Nope. I don't know why that populated twice. I can. Nope. Okay. I was gonna say I can delete that. And I will send to. I have his name written down here. Talib Gael, Paladin of Bahamut.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What are you saying?
Hey Talib, it's Ember Prime. The idiot finally came around. It finally came around.
Yep.
Says
Vibes.
he'll come by when all this is over, assuming his dumbass survives. Bye.
Uh, you get a response back saying, "This is good news to hear in the middle of the night.
Whoops.
He is welcome in Ajaib whenever he shall make the journey."
Ah, yeah, yeah. Maybe my time limit has been restricted. Score. He's gonna look at Basart. Does she talk to you a lot? I should probably ask that because she hasn't talked to me in a bit.
You do not hear her?
If I do, I'm not paying attention.
You see,
Oh my god.
you see,
That's the thing you want to tell your.
you see Basar like stops right as you all are moving. He stops and you see all three heads kind of like the necks extend and all three heads turn to look at you. Let's-
Not out of disrespect. I just have not noticed it this whole time
I'm
since
just
recently.
gonna surreptitiously scooch over, uh, quickly play a quick little song and just touch Basar, cast tongues on him, scoot away.
you see that like when you the touch one of the they don't bite you but like a head turns and snaps at you, right? Like they did not ask you to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see anger in that dragon's head. While that head is focused on you, the other two are looking at you. Listen, you hear one of them say, perhaps he's having doubts. The other one answers, maybe he is. Are
Okay,
you
first question.
doubtful, father?
I can hear you guys, by the way. You can just ask me. No, I'm not doubtful. I'm just thrown off. I was here for it. Until like not until, but like you hit me with the we're taking over the world. I'm not really a world conquering kind of individual. I'm down to be the champion. I just didn't know I was gonna have to conquer the world. Gotta like process that one.
You will be her blade and her bow. We will be your wings.
She's listening, huh?
Perhaps you need to prove yourself to her, prove your commitment.
Um, what'd she offer?
He has already offered, and you have already accepted.
Wait, then why do I have to reprove it? I've already done it.
Hmm.
Are you talking about the paladins?
He doesn't hear. He doesn't hear. He doesn't hear.
I love that I just fucked up my own bond. I love this. Okay. So when I talked to her originally, she gave me power. Got it. Told me I was gonna be the champion. You're the wings. She asked me to do something.
She asked you to kill a bronze dragon.
That was the black dragon.
Bronze dragon near Ajahib, I have in my notes.
No, that was the black dragon's request. That was how he told me, but
Oh, okay, gotcha.
unless she did it through him, taking that suggestion from Rainier. Was that her that threw that quest out there? Go kill the bronze dragon through the black dragon?
I mean, the uh,
No, this is
uh,
him talking
the
to
black.
Basar.
Yeah, the black. Oh, you're asking Basar. Okay.
I'm digging a further grave, but like at the same time, it's fine. It's fine.
What is? Hang on, just a second here. Um, Here it is. Okay. They are. Oh boy. Okay. I have to look this up.
I would say I can
Dun
help
dun
you out,
dun.
but when I took Layla's sheet back, all the journal entries and everything was wiped, so I have to start refilling it back out.
Okay. They respond in the different heads respond and they say to you, all chromatic dragons hear mother's words.
Okay. I'm still technically a human. She just bestowed me power. She just hasn't shown up in my visions and dreams recently. That was normally how she talked to me. I haven't heard from her since. Thought she was sort of letting me do my own thing for right now.
Perhaps you need to find your connection.
I can work on that. Sort of pressed to understand this. Can you remind me of the mission she wants me to do?
You are to live and grow, become strong, become durable enough to survive.
Oh. Oh, it was quite literally to just live. She just asked me to live for a certain amount of time. Fair enough.
Yeah, so she could use your body to pull herself into this world.
Yep. Just learned that part. Apologies about that one. I thought this was a really fun thing at first.
This is fun, Father.
The world conquering part's throwing me off. I'm still trying to accept that. And the fact that also they have now been aware of it as well. You know, they have their feelings towards the matter.
You didn't get that
Nope.
before?
Mm-mm. Not making that up. I did not fully comprehend that.
Huh.
Do not worry, friends. When the time comes, all you need do is pledge your allegiance.
I don't like that.
Until
How?
that day, we will keep you safe.
Mm-hmm. That part is true. That part is true. Definitely. So remember that thing I said about going to go to like the Paladin's homeland?
Mhm.
Like 1 to 10, like how not how soon, but like is it a possibility it can happen before we handle the thing in the sky?
No shit, kid.
I mean,
It's like a month away. I mean, maybe, but I mean, we got all the hiking we're doing in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm. Nope, completely understand. Completely understand.
also, we gave away the way to get back to here quickly. So it's not just a one way, it's a two-way trip,
Mm-hmm.
like 4 months, something.
Fair. Looking at this from the information I understand right now, when the Paladin spoke and gave me my warning, they originally said I had 6 months to make it down there. The message that Amber Prime just sent for me sounds like they sort of like removed that limit. So 6 months is like the bare minimum of when they would like to see me.
Was that a threat or a
Wait, for me or them?
from them?
Originally, it was a threat.
Right.
They most definitely said if I do not show up in 6 months.
So the
However,
question is, does that have mystical significance, or is that their do not run away and appear at for your summons?
I think it's more so the do not run away. They didn't really keep tabs on me. They were just giving me free agency. But given that, I think like they have a good understanding of this whole shebang. W- Going down to that area and land, 6 months seems like a good amount of time. Not to like start headed there, but you know, if they're not really too pressed about it for that long, then I think we have some time. I say we, but more so me. And if you guys would like to follow along, I think it'd be a cool adventure.
Also, just for your own understanding, um, if you don't show in 6 months' time
Mhm.
when they come looking for you this time, there is no "we are here to help you" anymore. It is
Yes.
on site.
Yes, it
Which
is.
is previously it was like we're trying to get him to help him. If we have to kill him, we will, but like we don't want to. But now it's like, look, you have your 6 months, but after that time, if you're not here, that's it, right? Bahamut can wait no longer.
Out of character, I had a feeling it didn't really change, but in character, like positivity outviews. He's really like happy that the fact that he said, "Oh, cool, we'll see him when we see him." You know, he's taking the small victories right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
this,
yeah.
I would postulate this is the same framing that got you into this position when you were approached by something that was like, that offered you a thing and you went, sick. Okay. Yeah. That seems good.
When we get like a little bit more time, he will double check with Ember Prime if she wouldn't mind sending another message to verify like the time frame. To give him an update that he really was not aware of the consequences. And if they want to send a taxi service, that's also more than welcome.
Perhaps
Uh,
we tell them where we are so that they can start heading this way.
Well, we may not be here, right? If we
Whoa.
I mean, that's something they could
We have
teleport.
a better chance of being in Bastion than we do in the middle of the desert.
That
So,
is true. Well,
I mean, I
you
can
know,
send them a message, say, but I mean, you have time, right? Like,
6 months. But if it takes about a month of time travel or traveling, like Rainier said, maybe they want to, start making the trek early. Honestly, I don't know how they get around so fast. I assume they could teleport.
I mean, they just might be really good at this, the walking thing.
Yeah, that too. But Durham's idea of asking them if they would come see is also pretty well off. Also, what time of day is it, Sean, right now? You said night?
Oh, it's. I mean, this is. Uh, I mean, currently it's probably like afternoon ish.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because time didn't yet matter for this day of travel. But since we were just speaking of the day and the time and everything, Rainier, can you roll a d12 to see if anything happens on this travel day?
A D12, you said?
D12, yes.
Another Jurassicar.
If you
Another
roll for a zombie
Jurassic.
Jurassicar, so help me.
Okay. Everything is okay on this day of travel.
Nice. So how's the weather, everybody?
okay, so I woke up to leave last time, so I'm gonna wait till morning, and that should be like afternoon for Talib.
Yeah,
So you have that long to figure out what you actually want to say.
Basar's probably gonna attack me when I go to sleep.
Father, we are your guardian.
I thought you had like some animosity built up right now.
It sounds like you two need to be alone.
When we get settled down, we will take some time, maybe do a small walk and talk. We'll go from there.
This seems like an inappropriate time after all that concerning stuff just happened. But I plan on going back to just helping people move on. Maybe starting a business. Sorry, I was just trying to change the mood. I don't know if that worked out well.
I like that plan, but that sounds wonderful. You need an assistant, possibly?
From someone who's gonna take over the world?
He just looks at you with like the lips of like, please don't. Just roll with it. Please don't.
Uh, I don't know, maybe? What kind of services do you provide?
The same as you. I can shoot a bow. Haven't really had much
Can
people
you
interaction in the past year, so I could work on that.
you
But
know I talk to the dead, right?
I mean, I talked to a dragon.
Are you helping dragons move on?
Not yet. We haven't killed any.
Are you even allowed to? Besides the bronze one, of course.
I was like, on from what I'm understanding now, as of recent, on this side of the spectrum, I'm allowed to kill all the good ones.
Oh, more
Okay,
concerning.
okay. Hold. Yeah, I need you to take that sentence, say it again, and really listen to yourself.
No. I understood it. I'm just you gotta run past it because I'm really intrigued in this whispers idea of running a business. That sounds like a very stable setting in life that
No,
I
no,
might.
no. We are not interested in what intrigues you right now.
Mhm.
Please
Mhm.
repeat the sentence as Ember asked and really listen to it.
Durham, your ears perk up as you hear Lumbar in the back of the cart saying, "Are we sure this is such a good idea to go with these people?"
So, as I said, recent understandings and new information has come to light. When I got this bow and he told me you could have to go kill like that bronze dragon, that part I thought was a little suspicious, won't lie, but I thought it was just like a stipulation based on the individual it came from. Now fully understanding why he didn't kill me on the moment might make a little bit more sense that I'm no longer really like they don't want me to antagonize their side. I'm starting to get an idea of like conquering the world is not really like paladin of justice things.
Starting to. Oh, so I'm so okay. Sorry if that
No. Please do continue.
I have nothing. That was an interjection only.
So, Ember Prime, you're correct. I heard it back. Definitely heard it the first time when I said it, but I can't really change the facts that I have now. Acting on those is not the occurrence that I plan on taking. But I see the side of where I'm sitting at right now. I see what they want me to do. He's just like avoiding eye contact with the Bazaar through this whole conversation. Mm-hmm.
I mean, pros and cons. I suppose if we have to deal with the next apocalypse, it's good that the instigator of said apocalypse is near us as opposed to far away,
Mm,
That
where
is
we would have to
true.
walk some more.
Yes, and if we are looking on the bright side, I guess it is best to deal with the second apocalypse on the heels of having dealt with the first,
Right.
because we'll be in good practice.
Right. It'll be like running downhill.
Yeah.
And do we
Hopefully they don't
reckon
line up like that, but you know,
do we
there's
reckon
hope.
a horrible moon in the sky is better or worse than a dragon based apocalypse?
Um, just running through a lot of things in my head recently. I saw her in a vision one time.
Mm,
I almost peed myself in my vision and my sleep.
Yeah, see, the extra planars, at least we have something on this plane that was left here to help combat them.
Mm-hmm.
In a dragon apocalypse, the one weapon we have is, in fact, the portal by which the apocalypse is happening.
Mm-hmm. Also to note, when he like whispers this one over, I just don't know how to whisper and make it like get through. Um, when her brother spoke to me personally, he sort of like closed off all like outward connections, right? He gave me a warning, but like he looked extremely concerned. And now understanding like who she might be slash is, if he's
You
concerned,
got. I was gonna circle back to the might because every bit of evidence I've heard is this is not a might situation anymore as much as it is an is.
if he's
Uh,
concerned, I am assuring you. Also, she has 5 heads, by the way.
Oh,
Don't know if I
good.
stated that fact.
yeah.
Well, that's good. That's nice.
That's why he has 3,
Oh, he's gonna get more.
possibly.
In
Hmm.
time.
Strong
Oh.
chance.
As father grows in strength, so do we.
Mm-hmm.
Did none of this occur to you to be considering in the year and a half you've
We've had
known about it?
a lot of alone time.
Wasn't that was what the quest was for?
I was sort of, I guess, started off that way. I won't lie. Also, please do keep in mind, I'm very young. Like, I'm still like partially a child. I'm really amazed I have this kind of power. Really processing this. Um,
I mean,
it started off like I was definitely gonna do some research and go find these places, find out more things. One, I got distracted. Won't lie. Started
hmm,
adventuring, started sightseeing, running for my life occasionally. Two, I didn't really know where to look. I never stopped to question that.
hmm.
Sar says I'm very mature. I don't know if tongue is still working.
Ember, how old are you again?
50.
Mm-hmm.
hmm to put that in perspective,
So I guess I don't actually know. How old are you, Lelis?
in terms of you guys, I'm ancient.
Well, hold on.
Quote
No, in
unquote.
terms of years you have been.
I basically just turned 16. Kind of.
Hold on. That
Wait,
isn't what
wait,
How many
what?
years have you been?
152.
152 years you've been.
Uh-huh.
And you're not considered an adult among your people.
No.
Because, like, I just became an adult after
Right.
50 years.
They live for like a good amount of time. Like 800 plus is like, normal slash pushing it. But like they go up there. I am like the equivalence of still a teenager.
I mean, I'm basically like humans. You're talking what, like 18 as an adult, like maybe give or take a
20.
year.
Yeah, somewhere.
20s, yeah.
Yeah. So that's me for humans.
Yep. And that's about where I'm at for humans.
So
With the
you're
blessing,
basically
you will
about as
live for
old as me.
eternity.
And you heard what you just said.
But I'm not gonna let that one necessarily pass, cause I mean I'm fairly younger than you now, and I thought about this quite a bit since you've been gone.
No, fair, but also you are sort of battle hardened. Your previous history, who you are, where you came from. You had some like training. I grew up with my family. We were very like in a comfortable spot. Like I just wanted to go adventuring on my own. They didn't want me to really go.
Hi, Laylis. You
hmm
remember that when we met, that was my first time ever leaving Maras. Ever.
Yes.
Ever, ever. Like ever, ever, ever.
Yes. Basar says I'm very mature. I'm starting to realize I am not.
Self-realization is good. I'm very proud of you.
Also,
Thank
hold on. I'm running the math, and you're an adult by the metrics of how long I'm going to live and when I was an adult, which is like 15 or 16. And I'm probably only going to make it to 90.
With the rate that I'm progressing, yes.
Probably I'm looking at like 97, 100 maybe.
Okay.
I'll remind you have died already.
Right.
That is.
Hold on. Does that cut time off the end?
Ooh, I forgot about that one. That's a little bit more dark as well. Also, thank you guys for everything you did for that one. But also, he took a little bit of like he didn't really take my soul. She sort of told him no. That really should have been a kicker. I should
Hold
have
on. What? He wanted your soul. When
little
did this happen?
pieces of it. So I had a belt.
Little nibbles of soul.
Had a belt. We died to a melee. I got turned into
Right.
a wolf.
I
As
remember.
the
I've
wolf, I
heard of
was
this.
still alive. Went to go, the whole thing under the Arcanium kind of like
I
aspect.
sort of know.
Um, they took me down there because he has the power, things like that. He went to revive me or to take his piece of the bargain of my revival, and he was told no. You can revive him, but you can't take anything. Along those effective lines.
But he wanted.
Must have been fucking nice.
It was, but I didn't fully understand why he didn't or didn't get anything until just now. I
Sorry.
didn't know she was that strong until I heard about what he did. Mhm. She effectively looked him in the eyes and said, "Try it if you want to."
I'm actually glad you didn't have to deal with that crap because it sucked. But also, I am kind of hating you right now, but it's fine. It'll be fine.
I fully
I
expected
mean,
that.
not really
I'm
hating
sorta
you.
he
So
whispers
it's
this one
fine.
so low. I don't know if she can hear me, but like I'm sort of regretting my decisions at the
What
moment.
do
Like
you
this is
mean?
very
Well,
Can she
terrible.
hear
okay,
you?
that's a positive step. That's a
Is she?
positive step. I'm
She
proud
is
of
a.
you.
Shirt down,
She
right? And
is a goddess. Is she
yep,
not? I
he pulls
mean,
his shirt down and you can see the tattoo of the eyeball that occasionally zigs and zags on
fuck
his.
me. What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah,
Jesus
about
Christ. Oh
Behold
my
her
god.
glory.
Yep. She could see you, by the way.
I'm
This
gonna
is her.
fucking throw up. What the fuck is that thing?
This is
I
her.
I poke him right in the eye.
I don't
oh,
know.
Like not in Laylas's eye, but like the eye on the tattoo. I just jam a finger straight into Laylas's chest. I know it's a tattoo. It's not gonna do anything, but
It
I'm just
moves.
like reflexively poking something in the eye.
To give some context to this, let me double check. Ah, yes. So those things that I could do, right? Like, you know how like wizards get a lot of spells? That's where I got shield from. She gave me that to make sure, don't get hurt a little bit.
I'm not
So
sure at what
average.
point my mind is gonna not be fucking broken by this, but
I mean, considering we're all learning new facts as of today, then we're probably gonna have some breakdowns here soon when we find out more.
I mean, I'm not gonna have a breakdown. I'm just saying I keep thinking we've gotten to the end of the rope, and then we just keep going further down the rope.
Oh, fun fact.
Is
Since
there a
we're,
floor?
Is it
no, because
fun?
we're about to raise the ceiling here real quick. Because I forgot Zol doesn't know this one. Um, you cannot break the connection.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
can break the connection.
I think she even said even in death, like as long as she has my body, it's fine.
as long as she has your body.
Yeah, but I don't really know the powers that she has, so I don't really want to test that one.
I mean, I think I kind of stopped a one god from coming through a body into our world once before. Not saying I could do it again, but and I guess even then I only stalled it for a moment.
Wait, I myself out of character. I don't remember that god. Who was
It
that?
was the null. The null god was starting to like come through the head null, and I dispelled magic on it and like nat 20'd, and it
Oh,
stalled the ritual. It like reset the
oh,
timer.
okay. Back when we had
Yeah,
Ragnarok and okay, yes,
because something started to come through it
yes,
after it
okay.
died, and we were gonna enter into a horrible second bot, like which I think we did eventually, but I managed to stall it for a couple of rounds of the dispel
Hmm.
magic.
Okay, so yeah, yeah.
Laylis,
Yes,
what is your
completely.
plan?
At this moment, absolutely no idea at this moment.
Do you intend on attempting to break this connection?
He cuts his eyes towards Basar, but not his head, and gulps.
I don't know what that means.
He like leans in very slowly. I don't know how he might feel what I might say, so I'm trying to like ride the middle line right now, so he doesn't like snitch on me to her.
Hmm.
Because I don't know what she can do outside of talking to me yet. She gave me power. I assume she could start giving me other things as well. I don't really want to find out when I wake up. Thank you, everybody. This has been a fun time.
What rhymes with dragons?
Flagons.
Flag. That's a good one.
Haggins?
It's not a word.
Flagons, like a flagon of beer.
Yeah, flagons.
Like the amount I'm gonna need to drink to
Right.
get past this.
Fair.
What rhymes with? Oh, are we allowed to say gods and goddesses' name? Is that a super? I've never asked before. Is that a superstition thing or like a? I was just told not to do it.
Really, I say Moradin's name all the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's because you gotta. It's not like an in vain kind of thing.
Oh, I don't know if she'll appreciate that.
Right.
So you cannot speak freely as long as Bashar is here.
Throws up the shoulders. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's only because of him or if I'm just snitching myself out here. But
You are not instilling confidence, Lelis.
I can't if I don't know how. One thing I don't do is lie. I'll tell you that.
You're not doing well at telling the truth either.
I'm telling you what I know.
Do you know if you want to break the connection to your benefactor?
I think the paladins have to do that.
I'm not asking how it is done. I'm asking if you want it done.
I'm scared to answer this question. On both fronts. Your guys' side
Again,
and hers.
you're not doing well at telling the truth. Do you know if you want to? Forget if you want to. Do you know if you want to?
Not at the moment, because I don't know what happens.
Understood.
All I know in this current oh, the only thing I do know about being the Corvorox. Like he just stated, Basar over here, fine young specimen of a dragon. I'm the avatar for Tiamat, but also if it was the other way around and I was the avatar for Bahamut, I guess I would be his avatar. I don't really know how that works. Like I don't really get free agency necessarily. I am just labeled as the Corvorox. And either side wants to claim me.
I mean, it may be the case that these gods have such a claim on you as to dictate that you will become an avatar, but you do have the ability to choose who you allow through. And
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
if it is the case that Bahamut plans on using you that way. It may be that the paladins may have a better answer for you.
that's what confuses me. If Bahamut needs an avatar, how was he already here?
Maybe he doesn't then.
Okay, but sorry, you can't be that upset. It's still an individual. His name's not like you're not gonna get smited.
We do not like the sound of it.
Okay, I won't say it. He who shall not be named. Not really sure how he's already here.
um, do out of curiosity, Sean, is it the case in this world that Tiamat is residing in hell?
Make a religion check for me.
Okay. Do I get advantage on this?
Um, do you?
If it's devilish, if it's fiendish, then yes.
It's Swedish, okay. All right, we might be able to get there. Hang on.
I like the
Look,
reverse
one
question.
of the titles is Archdevil, so sure.
Woohoo! And there's my
Good.
answer.
Good.
The
Yes, she would be in Avernus, doing what
Perfect.
doing whatever she's doing.
Perfect. I don't have anywhere to go with that, but building of the cosmology, I suppose.
This whole campaign started off on the world in the plane of Adari, and look at this. We've made it to Avernus as well.
I'll actually say on a 25, yeah, she's definitely in Avernus. But there's a difference between a avatar of a deity stepping onto the material plane, versus like minor forms of them coming. Like, although they haven't walked Adari in a long, long time, both like Maliki and Melora have appeared, right, in a humanoid-like form. I don't think Lathander has walked this world in particular. Um, but it's not like for gods and goddesses, like they can visit, but it's not their avatar. Which the avatar like puts them in here much more firmly in the material. Um, so with the 25, you would know like there's actually differences in how they present themselves to people.
Yeah, it's very possible that you still met. It's very possible you still met Bahamut in a flesh, but it is still the case that you're the Corvorox. You're the Corvorox.
So they
Whatever
don't.
it is they do with you is still through you.
So I guess that's where my confusion was. So they don't need to be able to like walk here. They don't necessarily need me. They just can't do it permanently.
It may be more apt to describe it as they may be limited in what they can do on this plane if they do not have a conduit to do it through.
Okay. So with that knowledge, we're also running the risk of she could just show up at one point.
Sort of depends on how I mean, she believes you have accepted her offer.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is prior preparation that either she or you are required to make, such as the sacrifice of that dragon you'd mentioned, then she'd be forced to wait for you.
So,
But
real
you
quick,
don't know that if.
um, just small correction here. That dragon wasn't for me. It's to make Basar grow faster, grow stronger faster.
All right, he
I
said
don't
that he's
gain
going to be
anything.
your wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be the case that it's one of the steps to your ascension.
Could be. Could be. I don't know who was speaking to me through the Black Dragon. And if it is just the Black Dragon, he seemed like he just has a vendetta against the good ones. And he just wanted one town.
I mean, that would be true, but that is also the will of Tiamat.
That's true as well. Oh, well, real quick. Sean,
Mhm.
would it be a nature check on the Black Dragon when I had my encounter with him to know, like, yes, Tiamat like is a outright ruler of all the dragons. That part understood. But you had mentioned, I believe, that that one that one specifically had like gained full autonomy away from her. Like he was just outright doing his own thing.
Yeah. Um. Uh. I mean, he didn't indicate like I am. I am a servant of Tiamat, right? That's not. He didn't talk like that, right?
Hmm.
But it is like he is she is the mother of chromatic dragons. As a chromatic dragon, he does have to listen to her, right?
Okay. Okay.
Like how much she can do if he doesn't, but like she's also just going to tell him the things he wants to do anyway, right? Like he's
Okay.
bad, he's evil, she's evil, right?
I
um
had thought you had said he had like broken his control from her. That's what I was misunderstanding.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
But yeah, and he basically told you that if you wanted to uh, get Bazaar to be stronger, then you have to go kill a bronze dragon and absorb its essence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make that clarification real quick.
Hmm.
But yeah, you that is highly likely. Highly likely. Um, maybe when the moment when it was originally proposed, I didn't really put two and two together. Obviously, maybe that's why I just overlooked that. It might be on like a helpful thing along the way. I just thought it was his vendetta. Also, he's not really that mean. He just doesn't like people in a vicinity. This is him trying to change the subject.
Are you talking about the dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like, I mean, he sort of like hunkered down in the Miss Meyer. He literally left. He could quite easily. He just hasn't. Don't know why. Think he's got kids?
I think he probably eats people who wander in.
I mean, yeah, but if nobody goes in there anymore, how does he get food?
You walk through a lot of like animal carcasses that are just like rotting in the bog. There's plenty of food for him to eat. But you are right that like how does he eat? And will that be a problem at some?
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bog trogs.
Mm-hmm.
bog trucks. So yeah,
Merv will tell you all about the bog trogs.
sort of glad Merv's not here in the moment. I feel like Merv would have just like started yelling through Layla's. I feel like he would have really, really let that one out. Well, that's a
Oh,
lot of information, you guys. Yes, Basar.
oh, that was actually just me.
Oh.
That was just me. Um, we're basically at time, but is there anything anybody wanted to do beyond this conversation?
Scritches now has standing orders to watch Basar very carefully. Anytime Basar is awake, Griffin is to try to be awake. Scritches is on Basar watch.
Yeah.
Fun
You
fact.
see, like Basar he has 3 heads, but like there are subtle variations in his
Mm.
3 heads, right? They don't all look
Yeah, I
identical.
wasn't aware that they could talk to each other until about 20 minutes ago. So
Yeah, there seems to be
that's new.
both. Yeah, it seems to be both a shared and independent
We got a
personality
bit
as
of a
well.
Ghidorah situation here. That's
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
never want a Ghidorah situation.
What do you mean? At least Sean didn't let me give them each their own affiliate like elements. That'd have really sold this one.
Like that, Basar's
Give it
already biting
time.
for an insane amount of damage regularly. He does not need any buffs. Okay. I think we end you make camp for the evening. There's a lot of like I think there's a lot of like looks, a lot of shared looks between
Mm.
Yeah.
people this evening.
Mm.
Basar just seeing, he eats what he eats, and I imagine like you guys like probably have like you could give a good berry to them, but Basar definitely will want to hunt, and I don't know if you want to like you let your griffin hunt,
I
but
usually let it, but I reserve a good berry in case it's unsuccessful.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
so
That is a
Tonight,
large predator.
right. Tonight he lets his griffin hunt Basar.
Yeah.
Well, the standing instructions are just maybe pay more attention to Basar. Just see if we could take Basar, But just clock Basar's capabilities.
I mean,
See how Basar hunts its prey. We haven't been paying attention to those things. Seems important now.
actually statistically kind of well matched. I think Basar will do more damage though.
Basar will win over time, but
Yeah, very, very interesting. Oh my god. Let them fight.
oh my god. It's okay, so it's kind of morbid, but the fact that we can easily just resummon them
yeah.
makes it like it's a possibility to test out
This
the
is
theory.
this is the one moment where this could happen because Basar is gonna outpace my boy real soon.
Okay, game time, maybe like a year, like in game.
Well, yeah.
We'll need 4 more levels, and then he's doing a little bit of strange. Well, let me double check this real quick. Is it level 14? No, level 15. Sorry. Actually, he gets 2 more features. I apologize. He gets Dragon Breath in the next one,
Mm,
and then at level 15 he gets Empowered Bite.
mm,
He goes bigger. I can
yeah.
ride him at that time, and then he gets Reflexive Resistance. You can use your reaction to just resist it.
Well, you can ride him while he flies.
Yeah. So this is the full thing that I
Yeah, when he
get.
gets to 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, what he's saying is you better do it now.
Yeah, this is your moment. It is not helpful to
Yeah.
base the whole spell in Draconic.
I did not mean to.
I just see the scrolling Draconic text.
Yeah. That's the level 15 of like full breakdown. That's what he gets when he hits 15.
How does this HP work?
It goes
It
up. He just gets stronger every level.
Yeah.
Five 5 plus 5 times my ranger level. So at 15, it's 5 times 15
Right.
plus
Yeah.
5.
and when proficiencies go up, he also gains
Yeah,
that
no.
in
This is
certain
my
things. Yeah.
window for
Yeah, once he gets, if
switches
he's
to
at
take the
getting
shot.
into level 15, he's way beyond the Griffin.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't know that any. I think he's way beyond any magical
Yeah, no.
steed.
The Griffin is the only one currently that could probably keep up. The Periton would have a problem because Basar could just stick to it and not
Mhm.
let it like run away.
Yeah, I think your Griffin is. Is it faster than Basar? It
Definitely.
is currently
It's faster
faster
by
than her.
flying, yeah.
Yeah, it's currently faster.
What are Basar's stats? Like Dex
They got
and
modified because Sean decided we were giving this thing his. So like
yeah.
outside of well, let's say not the stats. Sorry, the bite attack got modified, but the stats are 16, 12, 15, 8, 14, 8. And I
Okay.
don't think they go up unless I'm wrong.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think they
It
do.
it
That's
might. I
interesting.
don't say that like out of being weird. I just never really looked into this. When you get the Drake
Um.
companion, it's classified as a small dragon. Actually, that makes sense. It's just small dragon, not full dragon.
Right. Yeah. Its
Yeah.
stats don't increase. Its base stats remain the same.
Hmm.
But whatever it gets as your proficiency bonuses and damages and all that increases. So it's theoretically its strength and dex and everything like will never increase. Uh, Although there could be, hey, you kill that bronze dragon. I'm
Yeah.
not
Oh.
exactly sure what it will do to him.
There's also the chance
Hmm.
that I don't know how might happen, but Basar may or may not grow more heads. May or may not change the bites.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, its breath weapon does so much fucking damage.
it's not.
Fuck.
It's not nothing. That's for sure.
Uh,
It's not nothing.
Yeah, at 11th level, you can do the breath, and I mean,
eight eight d
it's
6,
8d6, which
48 at max.
feels pretty. I mean, I guess it's once per long rest, so it's not
Yeah, it's not
that
crazy, but
good.
like it's good. I mean, it's a fireball basically, right?
Yeah,
Hmm. And
yeah.
then I could make him do it more if I just waste my third level spell slots,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't really use those except for lightning arrow right now
Huh.
anyway.
Yeah, that's also a big expense for a ranger anyway. Um, all your
Oh.
spell slots are actually quite cool. Yeah, you guys make camp for the evening. Um, uh, uh, cool.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah, a lot of fun times. Yeah. I I didn't expect the Bazaar stuff and Tiamat stuff to come up again.
Hmm.
I guess not to. I guess just not to this degree. Of just like talking about it, and then people
Like,
realizing Laylis really doesn't know what he's got himself into, does
keep
he?
your friends close and your impending apocalypses closer.
Even closer.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
you do be correct. Also, what is Basar's? Oh yeah, all his DCs are just DC 11, so it's fine.
yeah, his DCs aren't like crazy.
They, I think they scale with your proficiency, but they don't.
It'll never be as strong as like you or another
Yeah.
spell caster, right? Because
Like
it's not supposed to be.
the
It's supposed to be a strong pet, but not as strong as you.
the Drake Warden is like a fine class, I guess. It could use some, like, the buffs you've given Basar, I think were necessary to keep Basar feeling good, like as
Hmm.
a
Actually,
integral.
I think actually think the damage is okay, considering the ranger can make 2 attacks and then use a bonus action to have
Yeah,
that make an attack, and that
I guess
attack would be doing like 2d6 plus
true. To be
proficiency.
fair, I am judging Ranger not against itself, but against other classes. If I were to judge this by Ranger standards, quite a good Ranger
Yeah, if you're talking about like just
overall.
damage output, I think it's up there with Gloomstalker in terms of like potential. Um,
I think Gloomstalker will always bullshit out just by being like just that first turn of absolute fucking insanity.
yeah, it can do a lot of crazy stuff, and and then if you put sharpshooter on it, then it's like obviously crazy, but just baseline as it stands, yeah, I think it's
I'm
okay.
sure Hunter or whatever could pretend to keep up.
Yeah, I mean they all like any ranger is good, but having a bonus action to like have another creature attack and be another HP pool, is very
It's
powerful.
it's really it's a thing Laylis doesn't do much, but being able to ride that thing is gnarly.
Hmm.
Like even on the ground.
Yeah, even on the ground, great.
We'll say if I
Because
make it to
it's
level 20, I'm picking up Warlock. I mean level 15, and I don't have like any more classes. I'm picking up Warlock for the thematics.
yeah. Yeah, It reads.
Actually, can I? That's a good question.
Oh, my bad. I just started going off the phone.
Huh?
I just started going off.
I can't hear you, Doug.
No, we're done now.
I don't know if he's even talking to us.
He
Yeah, I
might
don't
not
think he
be.
is.
What's your
Is
charisma score?
Yeah, I was like, what's your charisma score?
Cannot. It's 8.
Ooh.
It's 8?
Ooh.
Okay, that checks out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
He's not charismatic.
Hmm.
You could have been what was the name of the devil in the coin? What was his name?
Barnaby.
Barnaby. Maybe you could have been Barnaby's warlock.
Hmm.
You know what? I'll just pick up Assassin Rogue. Assassin Rogue sounds like it's a fine option.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean it does a thing. Third level.
It's mainly the
Or
crit.
just go in fighter, because
Fighter would be good. Yeah,
action surge.
I mean, Assassin Rogue is not good in general, except for that third, the surprise attack thing, right? Which has conditions. Honestly, if you want a rogue, any other rogue is probably just better overall.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assassin Rogue, its only thing it ever is really good at is that one assassination thing that is not guaranteed to happen all the time. It actually happens infrequently.
Yeah.
So I thought just getting obviously I'm listening to you guys on this. I just thought that getting the free crit on it. Oh, it's not. Sorry. Yes. But you have to. Okay, I see the stipulation.
Yeah,
They
there's
have to be surprised,
stipulations.
which changes based on encounter.
Yeah, and I mean you can get surprised on someone. You just have to do the work to get surprised
You
on
gotta
them.
set it up.
Yeah, and depending on their party and play style, like that might not always happen. So that's like a situational thing that is extremely good, but you can't guarantee it. Versus any other rogue, which you'll probably guarantee all their abilities, right?
Could pick up
But,
Mastermind.
yeah, but Ranger Rogue is a very strong combination.
Even Skirmisher Rogue. The
Yeah, Skirmisher,
level
Scout.
3 is pretty nice because you just get to whoop, 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 whoop.
Is that the swashbuckler one?
No, but there's also Swashbuckler. Yeah.
A swashbuckler wouldn't be as good for you as it would others because you won't benefit much from the initiative part. Swashbuckler do have the cool, like, throw your attacks out and then run away thing. But
yeah, and the one like you can solo someone and still sneak attack on them.
yeah,
stuff.
but the plus to initiative that's incredibly nice, which is like plus charisma to initiative, you would not benefit from that very much.
Actually, I was gonna say Gloomstalker Ranger, but you are a Ranger.
Yeah.
So
Scout might work mainly just because
Scout's
doubles.
pretty cool.
It just doubles my proficiency, and I get the skirmisher thing to just walk away.
Yeah. I mean, every rogue class is good, right?
Night. Oh, wait, yes.
I was just saying goodnight to Doug.
Yeah.
I had to read that a couple times.
Good night.
Like fighter is also just the splash is always fighter.
You could make 4 attacks in one turn using action surge, right?
Now, granted, you'd be better off going to like 16 ranger and then 4 fighter, but
So right now I have
fighter
choices
doesn't
of,
do anything for you.
I can pick cleric, fighter, druid, monk, and rogue. That's all I get.
Cleric is certainly a choice, lore wise. It could make a lot of sense at that time.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. Though you'd have to start dumping stuff into wisdom for it to be like functional. If you want, I'm sorry, if you want to be like not utility based and trying to mess with people. But if you take cleric's like utility spells, then who cares what your DC is? That's not what it's there for.
This is quite literally just for thematics.
There's no other, thematically.
To it.
Yeah,
this is either, I assume, Warlock if I could have got it for the Tiamat one, and Paladin.
I don't have enough charisma.
Yeah, no. Cleric for the Paladins seems like the most fitting one.
Yeah, could be. Yeah,
Cleric
could be one.
Bahamut.
Yeah. Or Cleric
Tiamat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be optimistic.
I hope you enjoyed the Beholder Jurassicar as much as I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
The
good.
second you were like, it has eyes, I closed my eyes. It was like, fuck.
Oh.
Especially because it was teed up so well with the fucking whose idea was this? And I had a sinking feeling. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was like,
Fuck.
I wanted to have. I was like, if they're on the road and they roll like a 12, then I want the Jurassic to come out.
Yeah.
But I was like, how do I spice it up? Should it be
As
undead or whatever? And then I remembered the Beholder stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna have it be mutated from eating the
as
thing.
as I recall, it may have literally been my idea to drop it off. To
It was
have
I
it.
because
think
Firm was
I think it
advocating against you.
Fuck.
yeah, I don't Firm
Yeah.
didn't want to, but everyone was like, drop it. Drop it.
I don't know if I was the first one to suggest it or just I got on board when somebody did. I don't know which I want to be true. I'd rather I didn't suggest it. I had a sinking feeling in that moment. I was like, fuck, I think I might have suggested this shit. And you're like, whose stupid idea is this? Like, well,
It's fine.
Yeah,
I feel bad. I feel bad for Sean on this one. Not like you're out to like get us, but like you did build up this Jurassic, right? And not in like a bad way. It was very built up. We were like terrified to run into it.
I mean, it would have
It
beat our ass if we fought it when it was chasing us.
no
it
fair.
would have been would have
It
been
would have
bad. You guys
fucking
didn't have
wiped
all
the
the
floor with us.
tools to like lock it in place like you did.
Yes. That's what I was gonna apologize for. Like just not for everybody, like just in general. Like it needed to move. It was just restricted. It was not allowed to walk.
Hey, it does feel bad. I certainly don't feel bad about it as maybe I would have like a year ago. I might have been a little more pissy about it, but like now it's like you guys are capable, right?
We're
You're
monsters.
capable. Yeah, you're the monsters now. So yeah, you guys use different abilities to debuff it, rendering it less dangerous, right? And if you all didn't make those saves, right, like the death beam did get shot, right? Petrification beams are going out, right? Like, and those are I didn't, I random rolled to see what it is that's happening. If the rolls were bad on the saving throws, it wouldn't matter.